Hi, everybody, and welcome to our show. Is your bedroom a dead room? Are you bored in your marriage? Do you and your mate want to live sexily ever after? Well, today, these experts will tell us all how. First, Connecticut sex therapist Dr. Joanna Whitcup. Dr. Whitcup, what's your number one clue?
Well, I think I want to share with you why so many, probably millions of Americans are having better sex since our last show.
Oh, great. There's been an improvement.
Yes, there
on
has.
the sexometer.
Yes, there has.
Terrific. Okay, we'll find out. Los Angeles Dr. Dudley Seth Danoff, author of the book Superpotency, How to Get It, Use It, and Maintain It for a Lifetime. How big is a penis, Dr. Danoff?
You asked me that last time, and it's as big as you think it is, Geraldo.
Okay. New York gynecologist, also mom-to-be, Dr. Hilda Hutcherson. Dr. Hutcherson was the advisor on the Cosby Show all those years, the medical advisor. So what's your number one clue, Dr. Hutcherson?
Well, today I'm going to share how to continue to enjoy sex during pregnancy.
Really? Wow, okay. Washington, D.C. marital family therapist and author Dr. Lori Gordon. Her latest book is Passage to Intimacy. That is a guide to helping thousands of couples rekindle their love. What's your number one advice?
Well, it's got to do with how do you keep love in your life, not how do you find it, how do you keep it. And so bonding is really the heart of intimacy, and that's about confiding. It's about emotional and physical closeness. And so I have some hints on talking, on listening, on confiding, and having a partner that you really feel close to.
Okay. Look forward eagerly to that. And finally, author Joan Elizabeth Lloyd. Her personal experiences have led her to write two, I guess you'd say, steamy self-help books for couples. The latest, If It Feels Good, using the five senses to enhance your lovemaking. All five of them.
All five of them. And I'm going to tell you how to use everything from honey to sandpaper to spice up your bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Geraldo, just understand it's never used to make anything smaller.
No comment? No comment. Now, we have an audience of couples. Couples, raise your hand. Say hello. Do something. They are going to ask our experts anything and everything possible about what it takes to have not good, better, or even best sex, but great, great sex. So if your bedroom is a dead room, this is the show to be. I actually have compiled many of the questions. Where's Albert? Albert DeHolt, will you stand, Albert? Just stand right up. Albert's right back there. I'll read the question here. I'll direct it right to Dr. Whitcup. Who should be the aggressor as far as deciding what new positions should be done, asks 25-year-old Albert.
Who should be the aggressor? Well, I guess either one should be the aggressor, or the initiator, I'd rather. Aggression sounds kind of hard to me. Whoever's in the mood should initiate, because you never want a lost opportunity. So if the one who feels like it doesn't start something, it ain't going to happen.
What do you ask, Albert?
The man always has a sense of dominance and always feels that he should be the one to come up with new positions and what have you.
It's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes I feel that the woman is insecure about that or feels that it's the man's job and doesn't want to try or is embarrassed.
So you'd like the woman to really ask, initiate?
Definitely. Definitely.
I think it's important for the woman to initiate, to give herself permission to do that. Absolutely, you're right. And I think you can encourage her by kind of egging her on a little bit. You know, little foreplay before the sex play, kind of talking to her about what you like, and that would turn you on. Would
Lisa
communicate
Natale.
well to her.
Lisa, where are you? Stand. Where's Lisa? Where? Oh, stand up, honey. Go ahead. Right over there. Lisa asks Dr. Danoff, why, when a man has an erection, can't he relieve himself?
Why he can't relieve himself? You mean sexually relieve himself or ejaculate? What are you? Ah, that's the Lord's mechanism. I mean, the purpose of it's a physiologic fact because we want the semen to arrive at the precise moment and the precise place and not be mixed with urine.
Lisa,
and the Lord,
I'm
in His or her infinite wisdom, designed it that way.
Why do you ask?
My ex-boyfriend, I couldn't figure out, like, after, like, say if we were going to have intercourse and then something, you know, we got into an argument, whatever the case might be, you know, he had to go in the bathroom and I'm standing there and he's just like, waiting like 10 minutes. He couldn't, you know? It's impossible.
I've been doing this show a long time. I never thought I'd get that question for some reason. All right, James Odom. James, could you stand, please? I'll ask this of Dr. Hutcherson. How far can you penetrate a woman who is pregnant, and how safe is it, asks James, who is 44 years old.
Well, sexual intercourse during pregnancy is perfectly safe, and there's no limit to how far you can penetrate. Most men have this fear that if they penetrate too deeply, that they're going to harm the fetus that's inside. But you have to realize that the fetus is in a nice little sac, and there's muscles surrounding it. And the worst thing that will happen is the baby gets jostled about a little bit.
But isn't that bad, though? I don't know.
No, I think the babies enjoy it, actually.
Really? That'd be a hell of a book. I was just right there.
But there's no limit.
Carolyn Weathers, who's 40 years old. Is Carolyn, she's afraid to raise her hand now. Let me ask Dr. Gordon Carolyn's question. How do you confront a cheating husband?
Well,
I have an idea why Carolyn didn't raise her hand.
Difficulty. And it may be that you really need a therapist to be there with you. But how do you do it? Hopefully you do it in a way where you can look to understand what happened and why it happened and see if there's anything about it that really has to do with your relationship. But usually there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of anger, and you've got to find a way to be able to level with him and then see if it's going to change or if it's not going to change. And of course, you got to have a partner who's open to listening, because often that's not what happens. Often you've got one person angry and blaming and screaming, and the other one withdrawing and maybe even leaving.
Defensive, guilty, or resentful.
Very.
I guess this is also for you, because you are the therapist on the panel, from Edwin Moreno, 35-year-old. Edwin? Where's Edwin? Anyway, Edwin asks, do you ever have couples perform while a therapist is watching?
You mean perform sexually?
I guess, just see, see if there are any mechanical problems. Or.
We have not had sex in the office, but we do have bonding. And that's holding each other. That's what's called cuddling or snuggling. And we've certainly had that. And we have couples confide in each other. And we have couples argue with each other. And we have couples understand each other at levels that they haven't. But they do not take their clothes off, and they do not have sex in the office.
Dr. Whitcup?
Important. I think a lot of people are fearful that if they go see a sex therapist that they're going to have to do things in the office under observation. That is never, and if any therapist says that they do want you to do that, it's a definite no-no.
Here's another another unusual one. Dr. Danoff, why do you have to urinate after sex if you didn't drink anything before?
I want you to know, if you come to my office, you've got to take your clothes off. So, well, urine, the body is continually making urine. So if you're making love for a long time, your bladder literally fills up with the excretory waste, then you have to go and urinate.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Got to go, you got to go.
Right, yeah. Dr. Hutcherson, how can you get examined without the fear of embarrassment of being touched by a stranger?
I think that's a little bit impossible. One of the main feelings that women have when they come to a gynecologist is that of embarrassment and vulnerability. I think going to a physician who is sensitive to that fact, that it is embarrassing, is the best method.
Aren't there many more women OB/GYN people now than there used to be? Can a woman find a same-sex doctor?
Many more now, but I don't think that sensitivity is a male-female issue. I think that there are some men who are more sensitive than women, and vice versa.
I can tell you, as a urologist, men are just as sensitive as being examined as a woman.
Sure.
It's a very sensitive
So
area.
much of our personality is wrapped in what our things look
Man's
like.
personality is the same in the bedroom as it is in the boardroom.
Yes, that's what they say. Dr. Gordon, how can I get my wife to be more open to my side of the family?
Well, first of all, you got to tell her. That's one. And, we say love is a feeling, marriage is a contract, and a relationship is work. And what's the work of a relationship? Well, part of it is working out a contract that you can both be happy with, and that's being able to say what I need to be happy and being able to listen to what you need to be happy and looking to maximize the pleasure and minimize the pain.
Is Chris around? 19-year-old Chris? Stand, Chris, please. Chris asks, let me get from Joan Lloyd. My girlfriend refuses to have sex until marriage. What can I do to gain some satisfaction?
All right,
I think there are some suggestions in the audience. Please pipe down. Pipe down.
next question. No, one of the things is that sex is never an endurance contest. It is never supposed to be done when both parties are not in the mood. And if your girlfriend is committed to waiting until after marriage, number one, that's something that you have to respect. But there are things that you can do. There are ways that you can play together without having sex, and you're going to have to discover the limits of whether what she wants is intimacy without actual intercourse, or, you know, how far she's willing to go. Not to be too... you're going to embarrass the
How
poor
long
girl.
have you two been together?
Almost 2 months.
2 months. Wow. Almost 2 months. Well, yeah. Really. Half the history of the country. Well, are you putting pressure on her, Christopher?
No, I don't feel I'm putting pressure on her. It's just that, you know, I really don't like to wait too long. You know, I mean, I'm willing to wait because that's the way she feels. But I mean, after a while, I'm just gonna be waiting so long, and then like if it does happen, it ain't gonna be that good, and she's gonna be like, "Well, you busted me all this time, and this is what it was."
Dr. Whitcup?
So there's a lot of performance pressure you're concerned about as well. And I think that any of us would tell you that if your relationship is close and warm and intimate, that when it's time to have sex, you'll both experience it with a lot of satisfaction.
So what do you think?
As a gynecologist,
go ahead,
I
Dr. Hutcherson.
applaud her because I see.
So,
I see what
is there a
happens.
marriage plan in place at all? No.
I see what happens in women who rush into sex with partners. And I think that she should be applauded for using her head instead of her hormones.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Actually, when I read this question about my girlfriend refusing to have sex, I thought of Mike. Actually, our stage manager, never is very unlucky man. There.
Can I just add one thing?
Go ahead.
And
go
that
ahead.
is a plea for condoms for all people who are in relationships of shorter duration. What happens in the future is neither here nor there. But if people are going to engage in sexual activities with partners that have not been long-time monogamous partners, please, please, please protect yourself.